Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Chris and you're watching V-Sense. On today's video, we're going to be talking about another fragrance from the house of Celine Paris. So we have here, this is what the box that you get when you order the fragrance. And when you open this guy, just so you know, this comes inside of another box as well. When you open it, it does come with two samples. One of the samples is of the fragrance that you purchase, and the other sample is one that they send of another fragrance so you can try something else. The reason for the sample of the fragrance itself is because their return policy is very adamant, and it says that you can no longer return the fragrance if it is open or unsealed. So if you do want to return it and you don't like it, make sure not to open the box. And this is a box that it comes in. Very nice. It's a nice soft cardboard. This is very similar to like Dior's and Louis Vuitton's. You know, it is an LVMH brand at the end of the day. This one's a little bit different because you have to pull this guy out, and then you do have a logo for Celine at the top. There you can see it. It's two C's. They're not interlocked like Chanel's. This fragrance is made in France. We open it, we do get the beautiful perfume in here. So I have opened this. I have sprayed this fragrance prior to this video because I wanted to actually test it. I did do a video on Eau de Californie. That fragrance I did get to try. But it was more of a first impressions, and I actually wanted to test them out because although I like the fragrances, I do love the smell, the quality that comes with these fragrances. It's one of those things where the fragrance itself may not last long. So, you know, I did want to test it out and see what the wear time actually was on a daily, you know, normal type of day, essentially. So the fragrance we've got here is called Nightclubbing. This is a fragrance that was launched in 2019. There is no perfumer for this fragrance, as Celine does not actually list perfumers that are credited to the fragrances themselves. A lot of them actually say that they are inspired by the creative director of Celine that is working there currently. However, I don't think he's a perfumer, so there's obviously a perfumer that actually created this fragrance and this scent. Just so you do know, the bottles are very nice. If you pull them on their side, they have this beautiful, like, kind of ruffled glass. The lid does mimic that as well. It does have a Celine logo on it. Very nice. The label is just like the box. So do make sure not to touch this if you have anything on your fingers, because it will stain the paper and it won't come out because it's kind of like a porous type of paper. When you do the sprayer, just note that the sprayer is a nice LVMH sprayer. You spray it and it's wafty and very misty. In fact, let's take a look at that. Pretty good. So in ordering this fragrance, I really thought it was going to be something, you know, smoky and something that was going to be, you know, deep and dark because it's called Nightclubbing. I thought it was going to be something that's like a party animal type of fragrance. And what do we usually smell when we go to the clubs? You usually smell like Bond Number 9 if you go to a very high-end, you know, bar. If you go to a lower, you know, kind of mid-range bar, you'll smell Sauvage everywhere. You smell fragrances that are fairly generic most of the time. This fragrance is very, very different because it actually smells like if you were to wear a very expensive parfum and you've danced all night, and then after dancing all night, you start to really kind of smell the smells of your body chemistry mixing with that fragrance, as well as kind of like a smoky touch to it, kind of a tobacco scent itself. It's very nice. It's very soft as well, just so you do know, but it changes quite drastically. So it has a sweet edge to it because it does have cardamom in it, but it also has a very nice refined orris in here, which really just makes it powdery. It makes it creamy. It makes it very nice. And I do have to say, with this fragrance line, I have actually been extremely impressed with it because, you know, I've tried on this channel Louis Vuitton, which is a sister company. We've tried Acqua di Parma, another sister company. We've tried Christian Dior, which is another sister line, and Bulgaria as well. And out of all of them, you know, this is probably the best line when it comes to smells, when it comes to longevity, when it comes to performance, when it comes to creativity and quality. And that's saying a lot because there's quite a bit of other fragrances that I do like. This range itself, I would kind of compare it to the Les Exclusives by Chanel, but it's not old school. Les Exclusives by Chanel is, you know, very nice. It's refined, it's opulent, it's elegant, it's old school money. But with that being said, it's one of those that it's a little too old, it's a little too refined to where it's not, you know, very versatile where you can wear it daily. The Celine line is all of that, but it's versatile, it's modern, it's clean, it's really good. Just so you do know, it's a little hard to tell which fragrance you're gonna like based on the notes because a lot of them do share the same base on it. There's a DNA that is followed through all of these fragrances, which typically is the musk, it's the patchouli, and the vanilla. These are notes in this fragrance as well. This one also has galdamen, it has tree moss, and orris butter. Orris butter is another one of those, you know, repeated notes in this line as well. So, you know, it's a little difficult to see which one you're actually going to like because there's quite a bit of fragrances out there in the actual line that kind of, like I said, share the actual same baseline of a fragrance, which is something similar that Chanel would do, but this is Celine, so it's a little bit different. Like I said, it's not an aldehydic type of powderiness like Chanel's. This one is a nice orris butter with a nice, you know, really refined, modern, clean powderiness, if that makes any sense. So it's a little bit more elevated, if that makes any sense, in today's standard instead of being old school. So the price for this fragrance is $280, and that is for 100 mils or 3.4 ounces. If you want to get the bigger one, which is 200 mils or 6.8 ounces, the price for that one would be $410 US. So quite a bit of a jump there, but you do save quite a bit of money if you go for the bigger size. The size that I'm showcasing here is a 3.4 ounce bottle, which is 100 mils. You know, there are budget constraints, and that's why we selected this one, but I kind of wish I would have gotten the bigger one in this one at least, because it's really nice. It's just really modern. It's clean, it's fresh. It smells just like what it says it's supposed to smell like. It smells like it's, you know, a night clubbing fragrance, a party animal fragrance, but in the best type of club, like a VIP type section of a perfume. So really great, really refined. It's really a nice line overall as well. Like I said, the quality, the experience you get with their line is just really, you know, over the top, and I have yet to see that with other lines. Like I said, I've tried Louis Vuitton, and they, you know, they also give you 2 samples. They give you their little box, but you know, you can kind of tell just off the packaging alone that they've really spent some money on this line. They've really spent some time and effort on this line as well. Another one that we've tried that's part of LVMH is Givenchy's, and it was nowhere near this, and that's probably why I haven't gotten more of the La Collection Particulière by Givenchy, because the quality is just not there. I was not impressed by it. So I will be reviewing more of Celine. I do like the brand. I think it's one of those that is very dangerous because you can actually really fall in love with it head over heels. And it's quite expensive, but it's not the most expensive. Like I said, Louis Vuittons are now $300 US. These are $280, which is similar to the price point that La Particulière by Givenchy collection is. But these are, I think, even better quality than like the Guerlains and the Diors, and they tend to be a lot cheaper. So definitely check out the Haute Parfumerie collection by Celine. Just so you do know, this is their only line. They don't have actually mainstream fragrances. They just went with this collection overall, and it's essentially a luxury, you know, private collection, just like Louis Vuitton kind of went for. So really, really great. I do suggest getting this one. I do suggest checking it out. If you have a counter near you, you are very lucky. Take advantage of it, go smell it, you know, get some samples, and certainly go and buy this fragrance. I do really recommend it. Thanks for watching today's video, you guys. I really appreciate you watching the videos. Make sure to subscribe, comment down below what you think of this fragrance, as well as giving the video a thumbs up. Share if you like the video. Have a great day, you guys. I'll see you next time.